responding to a call of a person holding on a camera and not a villain lurking. Still they're just checking down, didn't even give him time, even after being told photography is not a crime. You don't need subliminal, excessive force ain't optional. This is not a cop show where everyone's a criminal. Do your job the way it is supposed to be of service. Now you think abusing on the public is your purpose. You are just a sick joke, all corrupt and hopeless. If you aren't good for us, then why we paying taxes? If you aren't gonna do it right, better step down. Everything you seem to do is nothing but a letdown. I suggest you disappear before you're making things worse. You are not a blessing but a version of a bad curse. You're about to find out what we call destruction, ending on the wrong end of BK corruption.
Thank you for calling 101. We're connecting you to Derbyshire Constabulary. If you require an alternative force, press hash. Please say the name of the police force you would like to be connected to, or say the name of the nearest town.
Nottingham.
If you want to be connected to Nottingham Police, say yes or press 1. Otherwise, say no or press 2.
Yes.
Please choose from us. Lincolnshire Police, Leicestershire Police, Derbyshire Constabulary, Nottinghamshire Police.
Nottinghamshire Police.
Please say the name of the police force you would like to be connected to, or say the name of the nearest town.
Nottingham.
If you want to be connected to Nottingham Police, say yes or press 1.
Yes.
Otherwise, please choose from us. Lincolnshire Police, Leicestershire Police, Derbyshire Constabulary,
What the hell?
Nottinghamshire Police.
You an
If
idiot
you
or
want to
what?
be connected to
Hello, 101 operator, which police force do you require?
Can I have Nottingham, please? But before you go, there seems to be something wrong with your automated system, because I've said Nottingham 3 times and it keeps going round in circles.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
No
Please
worries.
hold while I connect you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to Nottinghamshire Police. Thank you for calling Nottinghamshire Police. We are currently experiencing high call volume. If you are wanting to report a new incident, then please listen to the options offered and select the callback option. Please leave all the details requested and a police emergency call handler will ring you back when available. If your call is a life or death emergency or a crime in progress, then please hang up now and dial 999. If you are not reporting a new incident, then we would ask that you please ring back later using the 101 service. Thank you. You can now report breaches of COVID restrictions on the Force website at www.nottinghamshire.police.uk. Just to remind you, you may find what you're looking for on our website at www.nottinghamshire.police.uk. If you know the extension number, please dial it now. Or press 1 to say the name of the person or department you require. If your call is to report a road traffic collision, lost or found property, abandoned vehicles, fly tipping or noise, press 2. If your call relates to custody, please press 3. To report a new crime or update a previously reported crime or incident, or if the issue is not urgent and you want to record details for a callback, then please press 4. Or please hold to speak with the operator. Press the hash key to hear this menu again. Connecting you to the operator. Good evening, Nottinghamshire Police. Can I help?
Can I please have the name of a collar number I've got in front of me, please?
Can you have a what, sorry?
The name of a police officer, please. I've got his collar number. I just need his name.
Right, okay, just bear with me. Right, okay, you've already called us a couple of times earlier, haven't you? Is it?
I've rung you a few times regarding something else, yes.
Well, it says here that you're asking for the collar number of somebody called Chris in
Yes,
data protection.
And I have already dealt with that, thank you.
Oh, that's been dealt with, has it? Okay, just bear with me.
And what relevance does it have if I have rung several times? So what would that make a difference?
Because I've been now saying to you, why are you calling us again?
I know, what you're trying to say is you don't want me to report crime or deal with crime, right?
I don't put words in my mouth.
You kind of got my back up straight away, right? Because if I'm ringing you up, any member of the public should have the right to be able to ring as many times as they want.
Can I just interrupt you? So what's the name of the officer, please?
I don't know the name. I'm asking for the name. I've got his collar number in front of me.
What's the collar number,
2528.
I can't hear what you're saying because you're really muffled.
It's 2528.
Yeah. Bear with me for one moment.
Looks like his first name starts with a K, but...
Well, where have you got this information from?
I've just got some
what
video.
Are you looking at?
I've got some video footage of him assaulting battery me, and I'd like to report it to PSD, but I just want his name first. Is that okay, or?
I'm sorry, just bear with me. I'm just having to have a look. The surname is Worgan, Worgan.
Say it again. Say W-A.
W-O for Oscar.
Yeah.
R-G-A-N for November.
Well,
is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't think that's right, because what is...
I'm sorry, but that's what's coming up on the system.
Well, is his first name beginning with a K?
I've got no idea. We don't give out first names anyway.
Okay. Can you tell me when he's on duty, please?
No, we don't give out that information, I'm afraid.
Who said you don't? I've got plenty of phone calls to say you do.
No, we don't give out officers' duties.
Well, you don't let me know when he's on duty. I might want to speak to him.
Well, then I'll email him and ask him to make contact with you.
Yeah, what's his email address, please?
Pardon?
What's his email address?
I'm not going to give you his email address.
Oh, it's not...
Just bear with me for one moment.
Okay.
He's back in tomorrow.
And what time?
Back in on duty tomorrow. We don't give out times.
Oh, why? So how would I know when to ring him?
Right, I'm not going to get in an argument with you. I've answered your questions. Is there anything else I can help you with?
You haven't actually answered my questions, I'm afraid.
You've asked for the name of an officer giving me a collar number. I've given you that. You've asked when is he back on duty, and I've explained to you he's back in tomorrow.
How do I know
we
what
don't
shift
give
he's on?
out. Right, we're really busy. We've got people queuing through on life and death emergency lines. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Life and death on 101. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry?
Can I have your...
I'm going to let you go.
Can I have your number, please?
Good afternoon, Grosvenor Casino.
Thanks for calling.
No, you're all right.
I just wanted to pretty much understand what what the issues were and trying to sort anything out prior to going to legal and all the rest of it.
No, I understand, but we've requested a CCTV, and if you've watched it, you'll see police officers assaulting me.
The police officers assaulted you?
Yeah. I'm not saying that your staff assaulted me, but one of your staff members. Have you seen the complaint I've put in?
I saw the original complaint, and I was searching to try and contact. I didn't want to contact the company name because I was thinking, if we contact the company name and the person, we have to be careful with gamblers. You know what I mean? Because people don't want them to know that they gamble. So. Yeah, well, they're with me, mate. That's my company. Yeah. That's something separate, really. They deal with quite a bit of that for me. But if you see from my complaint, what was the date? What was the date of it again?
I can't remember. It's a while now. You've barred me for life though for recording police officers outside. It's an absolute joke, mate. To be fair.
You're not barred for life.
Well, that's what he said.
Anybody gets barred for life. Yeah. That was probably the security guard that said that to you.
It was, and I told him. I explained to him quite clearly that I'm in public. I'm allowed to record. And if you know about the other company I've got, we record police officers, you know what I mean? We've got a lot of issues with Nottingham Police, right? It's not really anything to do with you guys. You've kind of just got caught in the middle of me walking outside, seeing police officers and deciding to record them, and that's it. But,
okay. All right, so I'll search through my emails and then, so I don't know whether we kept the recording or not, you see, because we only have 31 days recording on the system.
Yeah, so
31 days ago?
Well, I have requested it within time, you see, so if you've deleted it, that's turning into a criminal matter, you see.
Right, well, in order for you to request the CCTV, you have to go through the data, what's it called? Data request process.
Yeah, and we have done that. We have sent you everything you needed. You've asked for the ID. You've received it. You should be retraining. You should have it right now. You see, so we have followed the processes that we need to do to get at CCTV, and it's not aimed at you guys. Obviously, the complaint is because he's barred me for life for recording when I've explained to him I'm in public, I'm allowed to record, not even on his premises, and he kept saying, if you don't put your phone down, I'm barring you for life, and he went in and barred me for life. And then he tried to get me arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I've got it all on I've got it all on camera, you see, and I'm like, why are you trying to get me arrested? I'm recording, they can't arrest me. But then they started assaulting me, one of the police officers started pushing me and stuff.
Okay. Alright, so I'll have a look, see if we've got it. I'm assuming that if there was a barring involved, we have got it.
I did. It's all went in 2 weeks after. You see, we followed all the book. You see, you've responded, you've acknowledged. We've sent the complaint in. It just seems like I even speak to your managers. They say, "Oh, we can't get involved, and we can buy you for whatever we want." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you can. You can to an extent, but." Borrow me outside your policy from standing on public recording is a bit wrong, and it makes it even worse the fact that the bouncer is black. So they're arguing, my guys are arguing, saying, well, he can't bar you for doing lawful activity, so what other agenda has he got? Do you know what I mean?
Well, we can't actually bar anybody without reason, so
yeah, but then you're starting to fall into that. Oh, why have you done it? Are you going down the discrimination route? Yeah, which we don't want. But obviously,
but what would the discrimination be against?
Well, he's a black officer. He's a black guy, and I'm a white guy. That's it.
Oh, I see.
Do you understand? Do you know what I mean? We don't want to go down that. But what I'm saying is, that's what happens when you bar someone for doing lawful activity, innit? It's like someone walking down the street and say, "Oh, you're not coming to my establishment because I don't like you." Do you know what I mean? You can fall into those brackets, don't you? It's ridiculous.
Okay. Can I take your number? Now, what I'll do is I'll check if I've got the CCTV footage, which I should have, if they've barred you, which generally that's what they do keep it when they barred you.
Yeah. I've also asked for his CIA badge number, you see, but your managers are refusing. But I believe all bouncers should have CIA now. Yeah?
Yeah.
But they're refusing to give it to me, so they're refusing for me to report him directly for his conduct. That's what your staff are doing at the minute.
So what's the complaint? You complain against the police or against the bouncer?
Well, I've got two. The police matter is not really anything to do with you guys. Your bouncer has been broken down and sent to you guys directly to where it needs to go. Your complaint has been detailed. My complaint regards your bouncer has been detailed and sent in. It was about 2 weeks after the incident.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The complaint just said that he'd bar you for life. It didn't do anything else.
Yeah, he barred me for life. Yeah. And then he tried to get police to arrest me.
Right. So I don't think is there an issue there? What's he done wrong?
He's barred me for life
Well, he has
for recording.
First of all, he can't bar you for life. The manager can suspend you or bar you, but nobody gets barred for life, right? Unless they've got physically assault somebody, I guess. Even then, that could be.
Yeah, but assault doesn't always have to be a physical assault. A threat of assault is assault, right?
Yeah.
And it's similar to when the police say, "Give me your details, or I'm nicking you," right? They're going to negatively impact you for unlawfully asking for your details. It's no different to that, really. That's what he's done.
But he just said that if you carried on recording, then you'd be barred.
Barred for life.
So, yeah, whether it's barred for life.
And I told him, I told him he can't do that, and he did.
Yeah.
And now it's 8 weeks down the line, he's still barred.
Yeah.
I keep ringing you guys up, so we can buy you for whatever you want. So you keep telling me.
Yeah, well, we can, but
you can, but you have to have a reason, haven't you?
Yeah, I think the from I don't know, I can't really comment about what happened with the police, and I've not watched the video, so, but the from our point of view, you know, that woman was clearly what's the word, vulnerable, right, and clearly had some mental illness, and I think, you know, the police, we'd been, I don't know if you were in the club, but were you in the club earlier when you'd seen, because she was being a bit weird earlier, and she'd been in the club for hours, and we couldn't get her to leave, and then the police arrived, and I think, you know, the video, we were just really trying to protect, you know, her.
Yeah, see,
if you were doing it outside, then I'm not an expert on the law, but
it was.
You're allowed to.
Yeah, it was outside, and also I'd have seen all these coppers around a woman that had no shoes on. I seen all your bouncers trying to get rid of her, and I'm thinking, well, what's happening? So I'm just recording it. Then she's got a language barrier by the sounds of things. I don't know the ins and outs, but I've just recorded it. That's all I've done, right? And I know what these police officers are like, because I've had dealings with PC Simon. You'll see PC Simon Lacey trying to chase me off the building as well. He's getting sued at the minute. he's one who's quite bad one, right? But he was the one at the end where you'll see where he's told me, leave Derbyshire, leave Nottingham. Next time I see you, you're gonna get arrested. I said, what for? What you arrested me for? But all I was doing was recording. They know by law I'm allowed to record. They couldn't do anything about it. So this one of these police officers just started pushing me. You'll see it. I banged my head on one of your poles.
Oh really?
Yeah. But
all right. Well,
obviously.
Give us your number, and I'll tell you. And then I think what happens is we have to get a data release form, which you have to complete and sign, and then we send that off.
Yeah, I've sent her the form off that you need to. We don't have to comply with your forms. You see, we just have to put the request in with the information that we've done and make sure we're compliant to that act. We don't have to fill in unnecessary forms and anything else in. You've had that, you've had my ID, as far as I'm aware.
So all your emails,
they'd all come from that BK corruption, you see, because the guys deal with it, but you've been getting my information from there, so it's quite clear that it is coming from me, you see.
I vaguely remember something about the manager saying you said wipe all my information.
You're sorry?
I vaguely remember I think when the manager did a report, did he do a report, or when the manager was telling me about it, you had said wipe, or did you say wipe all my information off the system, or did you say I want all my information?
I would have said I want all my information, yeah. Okay. I'd already, from the evidence I've got here, I've already got evidence, and we will be prosecuting the police, you see, for this.
Yeah.
And obviously, you might fall into perverting the course of justice if you don't provide it, you see. But I'm not an expert on that, you see. But
yeah, I'm not adverse to giving you anything.
Yeah.
But I know we have a process that we've got to go through.
Yeah, yeah, and we followed it. We followed it. If you need it again, it's fine, but we can prove. Yeah.
I'm just trying to time
It was. I probably wrote on it. You see, it's 10:02, I think, or something like that. 10:02 for about 20 minutes.
Right, if you can give us your phone number, then I'll have a look see if it's there. Because it might not be covered.
Well, you've got all the cameras at the front. There was quite obviously.
There are blind spots out there.
Yeah.
Wait, where did it happen? Directly outside the front door?
Directly out. Yeah. There was no.
Probably got.
She was stood outside. As soon as you go out, you turn right. She was stood there with no shoes on.
By the cigarette.
No, it's not even that, mate. It's near the first pollard on your right.
Oh, okay.
It was literally outside your door.
All right, I'll have a look. If you give us your number, I can call you back.
Yeah.
Whether I've got it, at least I'll say whether I've got it, and then we can get to the process of getting it.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Cheers. Number is this one. Can you see?
And then I'll also look at the suspension. You know, it's not like a reasonable purpose.
Well, I don't think I am, but
Do you want me to lift it? If you don't want me to lift it,
I'd love you to lift it. I'd also like you to investigate this bouncer, because if he does come back and say, yes, I arrested him for recording outside, then maybe you need to change your policy a little bit, because they were actually allowed to do it.
Yeah, but the bouncer just said that he could buy you. He didn't say.
No. He said no. He kept saying, if you do not put your phone down, I will bar you for life. If you don't stop recording, I will bar you for life. And I said, you can't do that.
Well, he can't do that anyway, doesn't he?
Well, he's actually just done that. This is what I'm saying. I've rung your managers twice as well, and they said they can't do anything about it. I'm like, well, the bouncer just barred me for life.
Yeah, well, the bouncer hasn't. The bouncer's recommended that you get barred, which they can do. They can recommend you barred. We don't, but yeah. So I'll speak to the bouncers and say you can't threaten people with barring them.
Yeah.
You can turn around and say the manager might bar you.
Yeah, but that's what they've done though. They've gone in and barred me there. So they have done it. They've been allowed to do it.
They've suggested to the manager to bar you.
Ah.
That's what happened. But then the manager barred you. So.
Okay.
The manager has the final say.
Okay, and then which manager was that? Because I've spoke to the manager that night, and he said he's not getting involved in it. But then he barred me for it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, we have the right to do that. We can buy anything.
Yeah, no, I know you've got a right. We could go round in circles. So you have a right. If you have a really, you have to.
Tell me what you want.
I'd like you to respond to their emails if you can, please, with the complaint, and hopefully, if I can get the CCTV, hopefully it'll be squashed.
Yeah, so I'm going to look into the CCTV, but with regard to the bouncer, I could speak to the bouncer and say you can't do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well...
I can reinstate your membership. Is that not enough?
I'd ideally want a complaint to go in against that bouncer so he doesn't do it in future, if that's possible.
Yeah, so I'll deal with that.
Yeah?
Internally, yeah, and make sure that doesn't happen again. But apart from that, I'm not sure what you want me to do.
It's all on email, but if you can just follow that process and passes us... Like, the main concern is the CCTV. If you can get me that, that'd be perfect.
Okay, so, alright. Well, I can lift your suspension, and I can speak to the bouncer. Right, so I've spoken to you about that. If you want me to reply to your email and say that's what I've done, then I can do that.
Yeah, that's perfect, thank you.
Right, and then I'll have a look into the CCTV. Let you know.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Alright, mate.
Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.
No problem. Cheers.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, so good news, we've got the CCTV.
Fantastic, perfect.
Okay. So I just need to organise with my people how we go about getting that to you.
Yeah, obviously you won't be able to send me your... you shouldn't be able to send me member of the public, you see, so I don't know if you need to pixelate some of it out, I'm not sure.
Right, well, let me see what our legal team say, and then we'll...
if you want to send it us, if I need to use it, I can pixelate all the public out, because we have to as a data protection yourself, you see, obviously. Yeah. All
right. Well, from the I watched it and I thought, well, what I did think is that you've probably got better footage on your phone from what we've got. You can see most of it, apart from you go around the corner once with a policeman that you can't see what happens. So
can you see him pushing me though? Can you see him pushing me?
I can see you bump into the pillar.
You can't see him pushing me.
I suppose I'd have to go through it frame by frame. He could have pushed you.
If you can, I've got it this side, you see, but
there was two.
They do deny it.
Yeah, there was two incidents that it looked like he could have pushed you.
Yeah. He was pushing me a few times.
One early on, and then probably about 15, 20 minutes later. I think it was after they'd moved her. I think. Yeah. And then you walked. He was walking towards you, and with his hand up, and I couldn't see whether he was touching you or not. And then,
see, this is the problem. You see, look, you've got SIA now, which bouncers are not allowed to do. These police officers are not allowed to do anything like that. All they're allowed to do is they give you a dispersal notice, or they can arrest you. They can't just go around pushing you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, they seem to be a law unto themselves sometimes, don't
they?
Well,
we have got a lot of cases at the minute. And if you see if you see that link at the bottom of that BK corruption, you'll see the first one. They tried entering through my window.
Oh, really?
Perving on us, everything for nothing, for no crime.
In your house?
Yeah. They opened my window. They attempted to climb through. Then they denied it all.
Yeah. Oh, well,
and that's just the first one. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, so I'll reply to this email and say we've got the footage and what I'm going to do with the bouncer, and then I'll wait for my guys to tell me how we can get this to you.
Yeah.
Like you said, you sent me all the information.
You can just send us a link or something, but if you haven't got the time or the money to pixelate it, we can pixelate anything out we need. We need to be, because the police officers are fine to be on, but anyone else, like the public, should really be pixelated out.
Yeah, but that's only if you're using it in public domain, surely, like on Facebook or something?
Exactly.
All right, but I thought you wanted to use it to sue the police.
No, I'm using it for the police, yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't know, see, when I got one from KFC not long ago, they made a point of they have to pixelate all the public out before they send it. Right. So I just want to get you into any hot water, that's all.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm not saying it's going to go live, but what I'm saying is, you might be breaching the Data Protection Act.
Yeah.
Might be. I'm not saying you are, but
yeah, I think you're right. You know, if it's, I think is there a different law for your phone to CCTV, because the CCTV belongs to the company. So if I video something off the CCTV here now, say if I have an incident, so like even that incident, so if I video that on my phone and then put it on Facebook, I'm in serious trouble, aren't I?
No. Members of the public do not follow the Data Protection Act, right? It's for organisations and companies. If you was working for the company whilst you're doing it, you could be deemed as.
Yeah.
But you recording in public is fine, you see. You're getting into waters when they put it online, because you'd have a privacy complaint, right? But if it's in the public and it's in the public's interest, then there's nothing they can do about it, you see. It's what the police do as well. If someone's done a crime, they just whack it online. They don't need consent.
Oh, right.
It's the same thing. So members of the public, they don't have to follow this Data Protection Act.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all over YouTube, mate, to be fair. They're all just recording police. It's crazy.
But if we've got a non-recording photo policy in the club, can you still film something if something was happening?
Inside your establishment, if someone wants to record inside your establishment, although it's got public access, and it's still deemed as private, so if they do record without your consent, they can get in trouble for that, yeah.
Right, okay.
So you can walk in, and anywhere with public access, well, you deem your place as private, but in law, it's publicly accessible, so it's deemed as a member of the public, you see. So it's like if someone was
because we're member only, or you have to register to get in, then surely that covers us there, does it?
Yeah, no, you're covered anyway. If you've got a if you've got a non-recording policy within your establishment, that's right.
Oh, right. Okay. Where are you living now?
Well, it won't be a crime for them to record in there. It'll be a breach of your policy, which you'll be rightfully in your mind to sue them or whatever you want to do, you see.
Yeah.
But no one records anyway. You always tell them off when we're recording inside.
Yeah. We do inside, yeah.
Sometimes I'd like to record my games, you see, you don't let me.
Yeah. It's because some people are really quite funny about, you know, you get people that will be gambling that don't want their wives or husbands to know that they're gambling, which is not right, but...
yeah, well, no, I totally agree. I believe people have a right to privacy, and but you've also got a right to protect yourself, haven't you, with your phone?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. All right, well, what I'll do is I'll reply to that email, and then we'll see what my head office come back with how we get this sorted.
Yeah,
all right?
Cheers, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, no worries. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Letter before claim. Summary. At around 10 p.m. on the July 10, 2021, I left the casino to notice 3 police officers were surrounding a female victim, 2 males and 1 female. These police staff members were not all wearing a mask. They also did not have their body cameras on. I went to investigate. I started recording this incident for the protection of the female victim the police were surrounding. On arrival, the police attempted to do anything they can to stop me recording, or being able to get close enough to record this interaction. It seems that Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan seemed to take offense to me recording, despite all 3 police officers refusing to turn their body cameras on. If the body cameras were on, the police officers did not make us aware they are recording as per police policy. The body camera screens were turned off, and if they were recording, they have not informed us they were recording. If it is found that these police officers did have the body cameras recording, it is apparent that they have done this secretly and have not informed us they are recording. This wouldn't only be a breach of the Data Protection Act 2018, and a breach of the police policy, but it could also be seen as a crime under Section 170 of the Data Protection Act 2018. Knowing that you have a policy to protect women and girls from violence, and the death of Sarah Everard, I would expect your police officers to have had these cameras on to protect both the police and their victims. This did not happen. Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan attempted on several occasions to remove me from the scene and to stop me recording. I believe he was attempting to pervert the course of justice by doing this. Incident 1. Several batteries started around 1.30 minutes into this video, where Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan said, "Move away right now." This is where you can see him pushing me several times. He was pushing me away so forcefully that I banged my head into the concrete post. Police Constable 2528 then went on pushing me again. He also was attempting to restrict my movement. Again, his body camera wasn't on. He was not wearing a mask, and I can only assume he was attempting to infect me with the deadly virus to make me die of COVID-19. Incident 2. Another set of batteries started around 3.20 minutes into the video, where Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan started pushing me again. You can see all I was doing was standing there recording. Again, his body camera wasn't on. He was not wearing a mask, and I can only assume he was attempting to infect me with the deadly virus to make me die of COVID-19. Incident 3. Another set of batteries started around 7.50 minutes into the video, where Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan used both arms to push me and chased me around the street, threatening to arrest me for recording in public. Again, his body camera wasn't on. He was not wearing a mask, and I can only assume he was attempting to infect me with the deadly virus to make me die of COVID-19. Incident 4. Starting around 9.00 minutes into the video, Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan has gone on to restrict my movement and block me recording. This further supports Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan was attempting to pervert the course of justice. Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan was chewing gum whilst working, which is a breach of your uniform, behavior, and standards policy. Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan was fully aware that I was not committing a crime, and he did not suspect me of committing a crime. If he did, he may have given me a Section 35 dispersal notice or something similar to make me leave. He could have also arrested me. He knew he had no reasonable suspicion, especially after me explaining the law to him and explaining that if he carries on assaulting me, I will take legal action. No police officers requested my name. Incident 5. You will see that the other police officer unlawfully obtained this female's details under Section 35 dispersal notice. This female victim was not English and is not aware of her rights. I explained to the police on several occasions that this lady has no legal requirements to provide her name or address under Section 35 of the dispersal notice, and what this police officer was doing is unlawfully obtaining personal details, which is a crime under Section 170 of the Data Protection Act 2018. This police officer later went on to arrest this female victim on refusal to disperse as per Section 35 notice. You can see that 2 police officers left the scene, one being a female police officer, which left one male police officer touching up a female victim, who did not have his body camera on. I now understand how easy it is for police officers to commit crimes like Sarah Everard. The police have no duty of care to females when being touched up by male police officers. It seems the female police officer disappeared minutes before the male police officer arrested this female victim. It also seems that this was the reason why Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan was so eager for me to stop recording. This further supports Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan was attempting to pervert the course of justice. It seems the female police officer left so the male police officer can abuse this victim. This victim was not violent or aggressive, she clearly needed help, not to be abused by the police. Incident 6. You will see Simon Lacey attempting to grab me for recording in public. He had his hand clenched with his keys in his hand, ready to attack me, which he has previously done. These crimes were reported to you online, you have ignored or deleted these crimes, you have perverted the course of justice. Notice. This notice is to inform you that I intend to make a claim in the county court against the Chief Constable of Nottinghamshire Police who I hold vicariously liable for several counts of trespass to my body and several counts of battery committed by his employee/S, Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan, against myself. I was a victim of several unlawful trespasses to my body along with several counts of battery. The entire incident was filmed on my mobile phone whereby Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan subjected me to several counts of battery and trespass to my body. Battery is a crime under Criminal Justice Act 1988, S39. It is also a breach of your professional standards and policing principles. These incidents culminated in Police Constable 2528 Kyle Worgan committing battery by pushing me several times on several different occasions mentioned in this letter and supported by video evidence. For the multiple trespasses to myself, I am asking for a total compensation of £1,000. This has been calculated at £500 for the incident and a further £500 for the aggravated damages for mental distress caused by the several counts of battery. If this case is denied, I will be requesting an additional £500 for exemplary damages. I intend to submit the following evidence to the court to substantiate my claim. This video. If you require any copies of the above documents or recordings, then please contact me so that I may forward them on to you. In compliance with CPR Section 2, I would be happy to consider an alternative dispute resolution that would be practical and mutually agreeable to resolve this matter. In closing, I would draw your attention to Section 2(4) of the practice direction, which gives the courts the power to impose sanctions on the parties if they fail to comply with the direction, including failing to respond to this letter before claim. I request a full response to this letter within 28 days, or I shall have no alternative except to begin court action with no further reference to yourself. I also request you treat this letter before claim as a complaint towards the police officers in question. Yours faithfully.